Welcome, my alumni friends. My name is Jim Wright. I'm the Director of Alumni Services for Gateway Foundation. And again, we're back on another Friday at 12 noon sharp. I am again, grateful for these broadcasts because I think it really helps our alumni and, people that simply need help. Today, in this month, we are actually, it's Alcohol Awareness Month. And, our topic is recovery made real. And we're going to specifically talk a little bit about alcohol. So, this drug is a real trouble, I think, for a lot of people, a lot of families. I know that you've heard me if you've tuned into my broadcasts on a week to week basis. I've shared a little bit about my own recovery, in addition to my own family, and how it had a direct effect to what we were doing. So we're going to continue to stay on topic with the month, and we're doing this digitally, right? Because we're still not out of the pandemic. And fortunately, the things that we're dealing with, there's just a lot of different things related to the stresses of that and the thinking of that. So anyway, guess where I'm at? Does anybody know? I'm at the Gateway Foundation call center for the company, where we receive all the calls for help. And we have a phenomenal staff here. It's just a place. I remember I was here about a year ago, and boy, oh boy, I actually was able to get a little bit of training from our care advocate who's been working for Gateway for almost 2 years, named Ramon. Welcome, Ramon.
How's it going, Jim?
Hey, I am so glad that you're here with us today. And I think the topic, alcohol, and recovery made real, this is really something good to talk about. But before we get started, please, everybody, send a comment or a question, that's directed to myself or to Ramon on anything that you would like to know, because I think this is a good opportunity being here at the call center about how he handles multiple calls daily. So anyway, go ahead, Ramon, give us a little insight about your world at Gateway Foundation Call Center.
Yeah, certainly. So, pretty much anybody that is looking for help with any kind of substance, particularly like alcohol, where it's very prominent, where a lot of people do struggle with that, we do start the process here. Pretty much anybody that is looking to get help through Gateway will initiate the process here with us at the call center. So we do have to, talk to all the individuals that are looking for help, gathering information, and that way we could try to direct them to the proper help that they might be needing. So, we deal with a pretty heavy call flow on a day-to-day basis. So it's a significant amount of people that are looking for help, struggling with whatever type of substance. But we do, like I said, speak to every individual, try to touch base with them in regards to what they're struggling with, and, check to see pretty much any kind of information that we can get to get a little bit more insight onto what they're dealing with and how we can best assist them.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious. I was just thinking, how many people, when they're calling, are they under the influence? Can you talk to them, or what's your policy on something like that? How do you handle that kind of call?
Well, yeah, certainly. So, a good amount of people that contact us when they do reach out, they are under the influence. Sometimes, they could be just trying to be a little comical of what they're dealing with. Other times they are in desperate need of help where, there's been incidents where we can't really understand what the person's asking for or what they're trying to convey. There's even been points where we, through constant communication with some of these people, we'll know who is contacting us. And it's to the point where we might have to send an ambulance or,
Oh,
have a
really?
wellness check. So we do try to make sure that, safety is one of our main concerns, and we do want to make sure that they're being okay. And if it's something that might be a dire situation, like I said, we do try to act fast and try to get them at least some kind of contact to assist them.
Oh, now does that happen on a day-to-day basis, or is it case by case, or?
Yeah, I mean, it happens pretty regularly, but to the point of having to call an ambulance or police, like, it's not every day, but I mean, sometimes people call us and, whatever they're struggling with, whatever they're dealing with, going through, we do ask them some safety questions as well, just to make sure that their well-being is okay. And sometimes people do tell us that they are at a point where they are, at their breaking point of wanting to harm themselves or not caring anymore of what happens to them. But we try to explain to them that there's always some kind of consequence, and there are people that can help them. We are here, every day, 7 days a week, to try to help people. So we just try to explain to them to just contact us, and we can help them along the way of getting onto the path of recovery.
Right. And then I know that one question specific is that when the pandemic took place, right? I can't imagine you've been working with Gateway almost 2 years this
Right.
month. That's amazing.
Yeah.
The thought I had, or the question I have, is why? What happens when people want to come back for services? Actually, went to one of our residential locations, or went through our outpatient program, or actually was even in one of our recovery homes.
Right.
My question is, how do you handle someone that comes back that's relapsed?
Yes, I mean, we definitely understand that, relapses can be part of recovery. So we do try to assist them and get them into the proper program. So it just depends on what's going on with them as far as their relapse, where, sometimes people might recognize that they had a bump in the road and they might need that support of an outpatient group. Other times people will have a relapse and it'll be like something that snowballs into something bigger. So that's when we try to assist them into getting them into one of the inpatient programs. So, I mean, we do have multiple locations throughout the state. So, we do have various places where we can assist people throughout the state of Illinois.
So the call center then is getting calls from everywhere in the
All over
state
the
of
state of
Illinois.
Illinois. Correct.
Do we get any calls from neighboring states?
We actually do. We get a good amount of, like Northwest Indiana, a lot of people from that area. We do get people from, the St. Louis metro area as well. Occasionally we get people from Iowa, definitely from Wisconsin. So, I mean, substance knows no boundary. So people definitely struggle all over the place.
Yeah, because I know that as I'd shared on here a number of times about my own personal recovery, I remember, my counselor therapist was saying, I told her what what substances I was having trouble with, and I remember her asking the question, did you ever think about not drinking alcohol? And I looked at her, I think I must have left the meeting. I was just like, what are you talking about, man? This is legal. This is a legal drug. Why can't I drink?
Yeah.
So I'm sure that you have quite a few people that come on or calling again for services. So I know that you work directly with all our different admission teams. Can you give us an example of maybe someone that you helped and you heard back from?
I mean, there's so many cases of people that will contact us and they definitely express their appreciation for what we're doing when we're helping them.
Yeah.
That's not always the case. A good amount of the time, when people are reaching out for help, since we are their first point of contact, we tend to be, taking a lot of the brunt of when people are projecting some of their issues or things that are going on with them. But I mean, that's something that we fully understand and we don't take personal. So we just try to make sure that we're helping as many people as we can. And, just, helping them along the way. But I mean, we do get, like I said, a wider range of people, and they all show their expression of gratitude in different ways. But we all definitely feel the gratitude of being able to help people along the way here.
Yeah, that's a real answer for everybody watching today. We are here to help. This pandemic doesn't end, right? You read about it, you hear about it. I know that a lot of us are being vaccinated. That is going to only help fight this virus that doesn't seem to end. But the disease of alcoholism is real. And I've watched a number of my own family members die from it. And I think that that's part of, with our teams that have been assembled, in addition to how it starts with Ramon and his care advocate coworkers, is that we don't give up. And I remember a year ago when you were showing me he has 3 monitors in front of him, 3 monitors, and I'm watching him go to here, go to here, go to here for resources and trying to find a way and a path. And it just gives me chills thinking about how he was able to help. Obviously, people that were maybe under the influence of alcohol and obviously other substances. So I was just curious, you were on 8 hours at a time, or is that what all our care advocates on at 8-hour shifts, or how long are you on the phone, I guess?
No, yeah, I mean, roughly, we all work roughly about 8 hours a shift. Some people might work a little bit more, but I mean, we're all pretty much pulling in 40 hours a week, and we do have some people that are part-time, but they're here pretty dedicatedly. And I mean, we're on the phone literally the whole day. So it's I mean, you get a couple seconds in between calls, but the phones are steadily ringing.
Yeah. And we got a comment here. Brittany, good afternoon, Jim and Ramon. I can't wait to be in the position where I can help at-risk youth, and maybe I can help someone not go down the path I went down. You all inspire me, and I'm super appreciative of what you guys do. Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you.
Yeah, Brittany is down south, and she's one of our alums from our Caseyville property and facility, and she was great. I got to meet her a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, she has one heck of a great story. Thank you very much, Brittany, for your comment. I appreciate that. Who else wants to ask a question directed to Ramon or myself today? Because we have lots of answers, right, Ramon?
Certainly.
But alcohol is real. It's a real problem, and I think that we could go into other different things related to it. But so let's see. We'll wait another minute. Ramon, anything else you would like to share? Just what you do to help people every day?
No, I mean, I definitely just want to show my appreciation as well for the staff at multiple locations. I know, I mean, a lot of the sites have really good people that are just trying to do their best and helping everybody. Lake Villa has great staff, and Springfield, Chicago. I mean, Caseyville definitely. So, I mean, pretty much all of our locations, really good people that are just, out there trying to help as many people. So definitely if people have any kind of questions, they could always just give us a call as well.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Well, I want to share just a little bit about our Gateway Foundation Alumni App, and this channel for our alumni it's just growing leaps and bounds. I know I talk about it every week, but man, it is so easy. Just go to Google Play or the Apple Store, put Gateway Foundation Alumni App, it'll come up, and it is free to you. But today I was actually on a meeting talking specifically about the exploration of what's available, books, videos, exercises, and also a little competition between the alumni from not just one location, but all our locations. And it's also a great way for our alums to actually post something positive like, hey, I'm 60 days sober today. Or even all the different promotions we're trying to do through our alumni, in addition to the event, all the different things that are going to continue throughout this month, every month, and through this year. We also have a very active Gateway Foundation official Facebook group that has really been great because it's a good place for people to follow each other, in addition to our Gateway Foundation Alumni App. So, okay, well, I was thinking we don't see any other questions at this point, but, here's another one for Brittany. This is just a personal question. I tried to do service work, but I was asked to take someone to a detox yesterday, and I had to turn it down due to my fears. How long should I want before I help people in an active addiction? Well, I can tell you, Brittany, it took me a long time. And I was taught early, and it was suggested strongly to me to make sure that you were with two other people and that you did not do this alone. And I was kind of employed by my 12-step group, and there were a couple men that were with me, and they had a number of years of recovery. And guess what? They worked for the Chicago Central office or volunteered for the Chicago Central office. And they actually did not do that until they were ready. So to answer your question, you team up with other people in recovery. Try not to do that alone because, right, I was told that can bring you down. You feel so sorry that you end up using it again yourself. And I was like, how can that possibly be? And he said, that's why you take two or at least three people together to help that person that, wanted to go to detox or Gateway, someplace to be able to start the process. So hopefully that answered your question. Good question, Brittany. That's an excellent question for people in recovery. So next Friday, we are also, I'm going to be writing a little bit about this, but Stress Awareness Day is coming up. The stresses of not just substance use disorder, but also just about what's been going on over the last year with this pandemic. I think a lot of us have, feelings about being isolated or, doing forward. So we have our one of our officers, Marla. She is going to lead us in a guided meditation next week. And she sent me the notes today, and I tell you, it is going to be great. I don't know if anybody meditates, but I hope that you'll be able to join us next week, and that'll be the topic. Anyway, and just to learn a little bit about stress awareness and figure out exercises how to handle and move on. Well, Ramon, thank you so much again for being here today with us. You were great.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We are so grateful for you and your service to help people that need help. You're one of our healthcare heroes, and we're so again grateful for that. So. Signing off. It's raining here in Northern Illinois. I don't know if it's raining anywhere else, but I think when the sun comes out this weekend, we'll certainly have a wonderful and healthy weekend. So we'll talk to you next Friday at 12 noon with Marla. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.
You too.